Hi everyone, I'm Jett from Jett and Our Productions, Jake Harnbus talking to My Music Mix. Right now is 5:47 Eastern Daylight Time, and temperature is currently, according to Google, 79 degrees Fahrenheit or 26 degrees Celsius. Precipitation is 24%, humidity 76%, wind is 5 miles per hour, 8 kilometers per hour right now. So I know this morning, so I do want to talk about a couple of things. So first off, I'm going to talk about this morning. So I know this morning around like 3, 4 in the morning, Eastern Daylight Time, I tried doing a live stream. I made a community post basically. Like I tried doing a live stream, and I was talking about, like, I think my upcoming weather, and I was looking at the radar and stuff, because we were having some pretty heavy rain, and it did get pretty heavy at some points. Last night, around, like, 1, 2, and 3, 4 in the morning, and by, like, 5, 6 in the morning, it was done. About, like, 6-ish in the morning, it was done. I'd say... Yeah, 6, 7-ish. But we were having some pretty heavy rain. I did want to live stream that. Well, first you wouldn't really be able to see it that well because first it was dark out. And second, also, I was also like, I think I was looking at like the hourly weather or something on weather.com, and then I switched over the tab, and for whatever reason, like it X'd out, but even though supposedly it still was streaming, like it was still technically streaming, or YouTube still had it as streaming, but the tab just closed out when I clicked on it. Like I don't remember pressing the X button unless I accidentally did, but also it's like 3, 4 in the morning. I was also pretty tired as well, so maybe I could have accidentally pressed on it. I wasn't paying attention, or there could have been a glitch or whatever. I made a live stream, a community post talking about that as well, which I'm going to post that in the chat. So yeah, we did have some pretty heavy rain even after I wrote that community post. I remember at times, like, after I stopped that live stream, I didn't do another live stream after that. And because according to weather.com, we were getting some pretty light rain. Well, at times we were, however, the rain still did pick up and still was pretty heavy at times, though. And after the rain was done, though, it got pretty foggy. It got pretty foggy this morning. It was kind of like misting or spritzing a little bit, I guess, throughout the morning. It's might have been overcast throughout the afternoon. So, yeah, that's kind of just how, like, the day's been, and that's also just kind of what's been going on. I know also I did, a few minutes ago, I started another live stream, too. Then I noticed, like, my little, I have, like, a little green sound bar with, like, dots on my screen that tells me about, like, my sound levels and stuff like that. And I noticed, like, one of the dots, I guess, was, like blinking and stuff. So I stopped the stream, I listened to it, and, yeah, my microphone on my Chromebook, because I'm using a Chromebook to stream this video, or do this live stream, the sound quality got screwed up, so I had to turn off my computer. I had to, like, fully shut it down and turn it back on, sign back in, do all that. So, yeah. So here we are doing the live stream. I know what else said in that community post too. Like, I was thinking about also doing a live stream around 8:30, but I changed that. No, I changed my mind. Just depending on when the storms would come. So yeah, supposedly the storms are going to come around like 7 o'clock-ish. Actually, we're going to take a look at the radar now. Takes a little while to load, though. So yeah, so thunderstorms in the area, rain possible around 7:30 p.m. It's 5:52 right now. So it's going to be 6 here in about 8 minutes. So yeah, there's storms off to our west. Like I know in Pennsylvania, there's a lot of storms. There's a lot of storms in Pennsylvania. It's like probably like the Poconos and areas to the west of that. So it's like, yeah, it's in Pennsylvania or where most of the storms are. And yeah, so a lot of the storms are to the west of us. Some of them are in New York State. Looks like some are like in Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, around Washington, D.C. Yeah, Pennsylvania. Looks like Ohio, maybe some parts of Indiana, Kentucky as well. And then also like North Carolina, South Carolina. It looks like Georgia, and maybe possibly Alabama, maybe a little bit of like Mississippi, Louisiana, and Arkansas as well. From what the map showing me, maybe a little bit of Tennessee too, but yeah. But all the storms are to our west, so a lot of them are in Pennsylvania right now, New York State, again, Maryland, like I said before, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky. So yeah, definitely by like 7:30, we definitely should be getting some rain, some thunderstorms at that time. Some of the thunderstorms are going to be pretty heavy too, or have a possibility of being pretty heavy from what I've been seeing. I haven't really looked at their weather outlook yet, but I probably will later in this stream. So yeah, I'm looking at the hourly weather right now, and it says there is a likely risk of severe weather today. Wind tornadoes are the greatest threat. Have a plan and be prepared. And it says thunderstorms possible around 7:30. Storms could contain damaging winds. Still waiting for the hourly to load, since it does take a little while to load. It's an annoying thing about wear.com. Well, I mean, I don't have the premium version, but it's annoying how long it takes and like cover all the ads and stuff. I mean, I know I've explained this many times before. But yeah, at 6 o'clock, it says mainly going to be cloudy, 20% precipitation. And then at 7 o'clock, isolated thunderstorms, 34% precipitation. 8 o'clock, scattered strong storms, 55% precipitation. And 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, we have strong storms, 65 and 63% precipitation, respectively. And the strong storms also did have like a red exclamation point next to them as well. So, I mean, you know, it could be really strong. And 11 o'clock, it's going to be scattered thunderstorm, 57% precipitation. And then at midnight, 12 o'clock, isolated thunderstorm, 30% precipitation. And then 1 o'clock, rain, 67% precipitation. 2 o'clock, showers, 46% precipitation. And 3 o'clock, showers, 40% precipitation. That by 4 o'clock will be completely done. It'll be cloudy, 24% precipitation. So that's kind of what the next several hours and what throughout the night's going to look like, at least for my area. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the severe weather risks for today as well as the next few days. So first we'll look at the current risks. And wow, there are currently 61. Let me say that again. 61 active severe weather warnings for Alabama, Arizona, Colorado, District of Columbia, Delaware, Georgia, Kansas, Maryland, North Carolina, Nebraska, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wyoming. So a lot of risks there. 61. 61. That is a lot. So there's a lot going on today. So we're going to start off with a tornado warning that's active right now in Louisa, assuming I said that correctly, county in Virginia, tornado warning. So warning started about 4 minutes ago, expire 34 minutes from now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Mass, and again, that tornado warning for Louisa, assuming I pronounced that correctly, county in Virginia. I'm also going to put this in the chat as well if I didn't already. We have severe thunderstorm warning for Madison and Onondaga counties in New York. Serious thunderstorm warning that was issued 6 minutes ago. That'll expire 18 minutes from now. And if I pronounce any of these county names wrong, I'm sorry. I'm trying. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Serious thunderstorm warning for Malheur County. Assuming I pronounced that correctly. I'm sorry. So sorry if I didn't. In Ohio, Malheur County. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. In Oregon. Serious thunderstorm warning that's issued 7 minutes ago. That expires 33 minutes from now. We have a tornado warning that's issued for Lackawanna, Susquehanna, and Wyoming counties in Pennsylvania. Tornado warning that's issued 8 minutes ago. That expires 18 minutes from now. We have a serious thunderstorm warning for Goshen County in Wyoming that issued 9 minutes ago. That expires 33 minutes from now. We have a special marine warning that issued 10 minutes ago. That expires about an hour from now. Looks like it's in like Chesapeake Bay area. Yeah, maybe like near like the Wimco River, possibly, from what this is saying here, or near it. But yeah, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning, though. I mean, a special marine warning around like Washington D.C. area, kind of more inland of like the Chesapeake Bay. And there's like a severe thunderstorm warning in that area too. So yeah, there's severe thunderstorm warning for Laurel, Spartanburg. Yeah, so the special marine warning was located. The warnings just went up to 66. Jeez. Sorry, I'm just looking something up. But yeah, we got that special marine warning that issued 11 minutes ago. That'll expire about an hour from now. Around like Washington D.C. area, kind of more inland from Chesapeake Bay, around like Wimco River. Not for the Wimco River, it looks like, but around it. But the map's not really showing me what that waterway is called, though. But there is severe thunderstorm warning that issued 13 minutes ago. Expire 15 minutes from now for Lawrence, Spartanburg, and Union County, South Carolina. Another severe thunderstorm warning issued 14 minutes ago. That expires 30 minutes from now for Clark, Ockney, assuming I said that correctly. I'm so sorry if I didn't. Oglethorpe and Wilkes County and counties in Georgia. Again, severe thunderstorm warning issued 15 minutes ago. That expires 29 minutes from now. Another severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster County in South Carolina. That issued 15 minutes ago. Expired 29 minutes from now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning issued 18 minutes ago. Expired 44 minutes from now for District of Columbia and Arundel, Calvert, Charles, Montgomery, Prince George's, Arlington, Fairfax, Fauquier. I don't know how to pronounce that. Again, sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Prince William, Stafford, Alexandria, Fairfax, and Falls Church, which those are cities, and District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. Severe thunderstorm warning for all those areas. As issued 18 minutes ago, expire 44 minutes from now. We have severe thunderstorm warning for Broome, Susquehanna, and Wayne counties in New York and Pennsylvania. A severe thunderstorm warning issued 18 minutes ago, expire 29 minutes from now. The tornado warning that issued 18 minutes ago, that is already expired for Cortland County in New York. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that issued for Montgomery and Stanley counties. We have a tornado warning that issued for Montgomery and Stanley County in North Carolina that issued 19 minutes ago. That expired 28 minutes from now. We have a serious thunderstorm warning issued for Anne Arundel, Baltimore, Howard, Montgomery, Prince George's, and Baltimore City counties, and the city, Baltimore, and Maryland. That was issued serious thunderstorm warning. It was issued 20 minutes ago. That will expire 28 minutes from now. We have another serious thunderstorm warning issued 23 minutes ago. That will expire 28 minutes from now for Fairfield, Newberry, and Saluda counties in South Carolina. We have another serious thunderstorm warning issued for Cheyenne, Rawlins, Dundee. So I said that correct. Assuming I pronounced that correctly, in Hitchcock counties in Kansas and Nebraska. Serious thunderstorm warning issued 23 minutes ago. That'll expire 43 minutes from now. We have another serious thunderstorm warning issued for Columbia, Schuylkill, assuming I pronounced that correctly, counties in Pennsylvania. That was issued 24 minutes ago. That'll expire 27 minutes from now. We have a special marine warning that was issued 24 minutes ago. That'll expire 42 minutes from now. Looks like right around like the Delaware River, Delaware Water Gap, Delaware River. We have another serious thunderstorm warning issued 25 minutes ago. It's probably 12 minutes from now for Clinton, DeKalb, assuming I pronounced that correctly, in Fulton counties in Georgia. Another serious thunderstorm warning for Union County in North Carolina. That was issued 25 minutes ago. That will expire 27 minutes from now. We have another serious thunderstorm warning issued 26 minutes ago. That will expire 42 minutes from now for Green, Bear, Monroe, and Summers counties in West Virginia. We have another serious thunderstorm warning issued for Newcastle, Kent, Salem, Delaware counties in Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Issued 26 minutes ago. That will expire 27 minutes from now. We have another serious thunderstorm warning issued for Carroll, Clayton, Coweta, Douglas, Fayette, Fulton, Heard counties in Georgia. Severe thunderstorm warning that's issued 27 minutes ago. That'll expire 11 minutes from now. We have another severe thunderstorm warning issued for Chester, Union, and York counties in South Carolina. Issued 27 minutes ago. That'll expire 26 minutes from now. We have another severe thunderstorm warning that's issued for Washington County in Colorado. That's issued 29 minutes ago. That'll expire 11 minutes from now. We have another severe thunderstorm warning issued for Baltimore, Sealy, and Harford counties in Maryland. That issued 29 minutes ago. That'll expire 26 minutes from now. We have a special marine warning that's also issued 29 minutes ago. That'll expire 26 minutes from now. Around, it looks like around it looks like it's around like Lake Ontario, kind of right up against like Watertown, New York. It looks like that's along. Watertown looks like east of Rochester, kind of like western New York in Lake Ontario. Again, that was issued 30 minutes ago. That'll expire 25 minutes from now. We have another serious thunderstorm warning. Actually, I should update this because the site updates. All right. See the most active warnings right now. We have a tornado warning that was just issued 4 minutes ago. That'll expire 25 minutes from now for Spotsylvania County and Virginia. We have a serious thunderstorm warning that's issued 6 minutes ago. That'll expire about an hour from now for Fairfield, Newberry, and Saluda counties in South Carolina. And then we have another serious thunderstorm warning that's issued 6 minutes ago. That'll expire about an hour from now for Cayuga, somebody said that correctly, I'm so sorry for that, in Oswego counties in New York. And then another serious thunderstorm warning issued 7 minutes ago. That'll expire 40 minutes from now for Payette, Washington, Malheur. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. And Idaho and Oregon. Another severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 7 minutes ago. About 40 minutes from now for Frontier and Hayes counties in Nebraska. Another severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 7 minutes ago. About an hour from now for Shenango, Cortland, and Madison counties in New York. And we have a tornado warning issued 8 minutes ago, about 24 minutes from now for Monroe and Summers counties in West Virginia. And then also a tornado warning. Tornado warning that was issued for Monroe and Summers counties in West Virginia. That was issued 8 minutes ago. That was about 24 minutes from now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning issued 9 minutes ago. That's about an hour from now for Kent, Newcastle, Caroline, Kent, Queen Anne, and Tableau counties in Delaware and Maryland. We have another serious thunderstorm warning issued for Orange and Spotsylvania counties in Virginia. That was issued 9 minutes ago. That expires 39 minutes from now. And then we have another thunderstorm warning that's issued 9 minutes ago. That also expires 39 minutes from now for Washington County in Colorado. We have another thunderstorm warning issued 10 minutes ago. That expires about an hour from now for Diane, Rawlins, and Thomas counties in Kansas. We have another thunderstorm warning that's issued 11 minutes ago. That expires 24 minutes from now for Clayton, DeKalb, if you remember pronounce that correctly, Henry and Rockdale counties in Georgia. We have another thunderstorm warning that's issued for Yuma County in Colorado. That was issued about 12 minutes ago. That'll expire about an hour from now. We have another thunderstorm warning that was issued 13 minutes ago. That'll expire 38 minutes from now for Alkin, Calhoun, if you pronounce that correctly. I'm so sorry for that. Lexington and Richland counties in South Carolina. And then we have another thunderstorm warning that's issued 13 minutes ago. It'll expire 38 minutes from now for Clayton, Coweta, Fayette, Henry, Meriwether, Newton, Rockdale, Spalding, and Troup counties in Georgia. Another thunderstorm warning issued 13 minutes ago. It'll expire 23 minutes from now in Anson, Montgomery, Richmond, and Stanley counties in North Carolina. We have a tornado warning that was issued 13 minutes ago. That'll expire 23 minutes from now for Susquehanna and Wayne counties in Pennsylvania. We have I mentioned this tornado warning before. We're going to mention it again. So yeah, we have tornado warning for Susquehanna and Wayne counties in Pennsylvania. That was issued 14 minutes ago. That'll expire 22 minutes from now. We have another tornado warning that was issued 16 minutes ago. That'll expire 22 minutes from now, which I think I mentioned this one before, but I'm going to mention it again for Lewis County in Virginia. So yeah, we have a tornado warning for Susquehanna and Wayne counties in Pennsylvania. That was issued 14 minutes ago. That'll expire 22 minutes from now. With another tornado warning that was issued 16 minutes ago. That'll expire 22 minutes from now for Lewis County in Virginia. Another tornado warning that was issued for Monroe and Summers counties in West Virginia. That was issued 10 minutes ago. That'll expire 22 minutes from now. And also another tornado warning that was issued 7 minutes ago. That'll expire 22 minutes from now for Spotsylvania County in Virginia. So as some more warnings expire, though, went down to 59. But 59, that's still a lot. It's still a lot, though. But it was like at 66 before, and it's like 66. That's just wow. It's a lot. So yeah, as you can see, okay, that was weird. Hopefully the stream's okay. Okay. Yeah, my computer just decided to just black out on me like that because I'm using a Chromebook, and my Chromebook is over 3 years old. It's been through a lot, and it just decided to black out on me, and it's like really nice. But yeah, there's a lot going on today. So I definitely do. So I'm going to talk about the outlook summary for today. So for severe weather outlook. So severe weather outbreak is expected across parts of the eastern U.S. this afternoon into the early evening, with widespread and locally destructive, damaging winds and tornadoes as the greatest threats, especially across the southern and central Appalachians and the mid-Atlantic states. So that's what the outlook summary says for today. So I mean, there's a lot of activity going on, as you know, like I mentioned before, and the risks are pretty high today, especially for wind, but even for tornado and for hail, they're pretty high. There we go. So tornado risk is 10% today. So we have a 2% tornado risk for the Oklahoma Panhandle, eastern Colorado, western Kansas, and like western parts of Nebraska. It's also 2% tornado risk for like eastern Alabama, northern Georgia, western central South Carolina, western to central North Carolina. Looks like southern Virginia, a little bit of like eastern Kentucky. And then also like looks like parts of central and like northern upstate New York near like looks like Rochester and Watertown near Lake Ontario, as well as like some parts of eastern New York. Looks like also parts of eastern New Jersey, parts of southern or like southeastern Delaware, as well as like eastern or like southeastern Maryland, 2% tornado risk for all those areas. We got 5% tornado risk for looks like southern, southwestern Nebraska, as well as northwestern and western parts, northwestern. Yeah, so 5% tornado risk for southwestern Nebraska. Northeastern Colorado, as well as northwestern Kansas. Also 5% tornado risk for central to eastern and southern parts of West Virginia, a little tiny bit of eastern Kentucky, as well as southern to central parts of Virginia, as well as a little bit of northern North Carolina. And it looks like also parts of eastern Maryland and central to northern Delaware. There's a lot going on this map here. Western New Jersey, as well as eastern to central Pennsylvania, as well as southern New York State. 5% tornado risk for today. And we got 10% tornado risk for central Maryland, southern Pennsylvania, as well as northeastern and eastern parts of West Virginia, as well as northern to central Virginia. 10% tornado risk for today. Wind risk is 45%. Huge wind risk for today. So we have 5% wind risk for southeastern Wyoming, western Nebraska, western to central Kansas, it looks like. Western and southern parts and possibly central parts of Oklahoma, northern to central, northern, yeah. So western and southern parts of Oklahoma, western to central Kansas, looks like western Nebraska, southeastern Wyoming, eastern Colorado, eastern New Mexico, northern Texas, northern Louisiana, southern to central Arkansas, central to northern Mississippi, central to southeastern and central parts of Alabama, as well as southern Georgia, and as well as eastern North Carolina, Long Island, Connecticut. Majority of Connecticut except eastern Connecticut. Looks like western Massachusetts, and then western and southern parts of Vermont, as well as eastern parts of New York State, as well as a little bit of western New York State. It looks like a little bit of northern Pennsylvania. 5% wind risk for those areas, but there's a lot going on this map here. However, we got 15% wind risk for southwestern Nebraska, eastern Colorado, eastern Kansas, as well as eastern New Mexico, as well as western Texas. 15% wind risk for those areas. And also we got 15% wind risk for northern to central New York State, as well as eastern New Jersey and southeastern Virginia, eastern Kentucky, as well as look like southeastern, eastern parts of North Carolina, eastern South Carolina, central Georgia, as well as central Alabama, looks like central and northern eastern Alabama. 15% wind risk for those areas. And for eastern New Mexico and western Texas, we got that 15% as the black circle dot lines around. So it could mean wind could be pretty heavy there. And we got 30% wind risk going from eastern Alabama, central Georgia, central South Carolina, central North Carolina, and southern Virginia, southeastern Maryland, as well as southern and southeastern Delaware, central to western New Jersey, northeastern Pennsylvania, as well as southern New York State. 30% wind risk for those areas. And we have 45% wind risk for northern Georgia, western South Carolina, western to central North Carolina, as well as looks like eastern, southern, and central parts of West Virginia, as well as central to eastern Maryland, and looks like northern to central Delaware, as well as southeastern parts of Pennsylvania, and a little tiny bit of southwestern New Jersey. 45% wind risk for those areas, and for central southern and eastern West Virginia, as well as central Maryland, southern Pennsylvania, as well as western to central Virginia. That 45% has a black circle dotted lines around, so the wind can be really heavy there. And hail risk is 15%, so we have a 5% hail risk for southern to central South Carolina, western to central South Carolina, northern to central Georgia, looks like central Alabama, central to northwestern Mississippi, as well as central Arkansas, southeastern Arkansas, as well as northern Texas, and basically all of Oklahoma except northeastern Oklahoma, eastern New Mexico, eastern Colorado, and then eastern parts of Wyoming, as well as southwestern South Dakota, as well as western Nebraska. 5% hail risk. So, give me a minute. Sorry about that. It was just my mom. Because it is around dinner time, so I'm just going to try and finish off reading all these risks to all of you. So yeah, northern Texas, eastern New Mexico, eastern Colorado, southeastern, eastern parts of Wyoming, southwestern South Dakota, western the central Nebraska, as well as like central and southern parts of Kansas, all of Oklahoma except northeastern Oklahoma and western Oklahoma. I'm going to get to that in a minute, as well as southern to central Arkansas, northern Mississippi, central Alabama, central to northeastern Georgia, western to central South Carolina, central North Carolina, as well as eastern Kentucky, central West Virginia, as well as eastern Pennsylvania, western New Jersey, northern to central Delaware, and eastern Maryland, as well as southern and northeastern Virginia. 5% hail risk for those areas. Got 15% hail risk for southern Pennsylvania, central Maryland, central to northern Virginia. Looks like southern and eastern parts of West Virginia, as well as eastern Kentucky. 15% hail risk, also 15% hail risk for western Oklahoma Panhandle, as well as western Kansas, western Nebraska, eastern Colorado, and also looks like a little bit of southeastern Wyoming. At 15% for western Nebraska, western Kansas, Oklahoma Panhandle, eastern Colorado, and southeastern Wyoming. That 15% also has the box roll dot lines around, so hail could be really big for those areas as well. I put the wind risk map in the chat, right? No, I didn't. Okay. I'm going to do that. But yeah, there's a lot of activity going on today. So like I always say, if there is a tornado risk, remember, go to the lowest level of your interior room, and be away from all exterior walls and windows, preferably like a basement or a storm cellar. But if you don't have a basement or a storm cellar or some underground room where you can hide from a tornado, then go to a bathroom or closet. Again, lowest level of the home's interior room, away from all exterior walls and windows. And if you live in a mobile home and you know there's river coming away, if the possibility of a tornado, definitely do get in contact with someone that you know, like whether it's a friend or family member, but someone that you know has a sturdy shelter. So just in case there is a tornado, you can go to the safe spot. Again, lowest level, most interior room, away from all exterior walls and windows. If you absolutely have to, if you're in a mobile home or even vehicle for that matter, if there's a tornado imminent, as in happening right now, then just try and find a sturdy shelter. Again, most interior room, lowest level, away from all exterior walls or windows, or if you absolutely have to, just find a ditch, find that ditch with your hands on your head until the tornado is over. And also it's good in a tornado too to wear a helmet and a sturdy pair of shoes as well. and like just try and cover your head as well, where if it's like covering your hands with your head and like ducking down low as well. But like definitely like grabbing like a helmet or even like a blanket or a pillow, just something to cover your head in a tornado is also a good idea as well. And being low as well. I mean, that's also the point of going to the most interior room as well, be from all away from exterior walls and windows. Because I mean, just in case they fall and stuff. And just in case, because I know like flying debris in tornadoes can kill people, like like lumber, for example. They can kill you possibly, and definitely, do definitely take all the all the alerts, all the warnings, all the advisories seriously, and also the reason why I also do say like don't like being a mobile home during a tornado could possibly roll over, possibly get destroyed. So just being a mobile home during a tornado is not safe, or even a vehicle for that matter, is not safe at all. For wind risk or even possibly tornado risk, like really heavy wind or even possibly tornado risk, definitely a good idea to take any loose outdoor objects or just any loose objects inside if you can, because you don't want those possibly fly away and possibly. We don't want them to like possibly like blow away and possibly even like hit someone, because that'd be really, really bad. You really don't want that. So it's a good idea to bring those inside if you can. And also with hail risks, it can. Oh yeah, and wind can also knock down trees and power lines as well. But yeah, definitely saying loose out or tornadoes for that matter too. But definitely saying loose outdoor objects or any outdoor objects in general. If you have and you're going to get some really heavy winds or even possibly a tornado, definitely do want to bring that stuff inside if you can. Also, with hail risks, it can dent body panels on vehicles. It can crack or even like destroy windshields and windows on vehicles. It can also total your vehicles. Definitely, if you can. I understand not everyone has like a garage or a parking garage available to them, including myself. But if you do, though, definitely do want to park your vehicle in there just so it doesn't get badly damaged from hail, especially really big hail. And then also on your home as well. Windows can possibly be damaged depending on the angle the hail is coming at, how big it is, as well as siding and roofing as well. And as always, like I say, in any weather event, whether it's hurricanes, tornadoes, wind, hail, thunderstorms, extreme heat, extreme cold, definitely do take all the advisories, all the alerts, all the watches, all the warnings seriously. And you take all the proper precautions and take all the proper actions to keep you safe and everyone else safe. And also, it's a good idea if you know you're going to get in. If you know severe weather or just a weather event is just happening in general, it's a good idea to keep tabs on it, whether if that's with your local weather station, where you're getting alerts on your phone, even investing in no weather radio, but definitely keeping tabs on the weather is definitely a good idea. So just in case there's a tornado or something, or just any other weather event where you have to any other dangerous weather event, you can take all the proper precautions to keep you safe and everyone else safe. So definitely listen again to all the alerts, all the watches, warnings, advisories, and do take them seriously. And also, as well as listening to authorities and officials as well, just to keep you safe and everyone else safe. And just stay safe out there as always. So yeah, it's about 6:25 right now. I got to eat dinner. But definitely, please do stay safe out there, as I always say. My microphone's unmuted. Yeah, my microphone's unmuted. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat dinner. So stay safe out there as always. And I'll see all of you later. So enjoy the stream. Hi everyone. So about 6:50 right now. See if we can get a few raindrops here. Been streaming for just over an hour now. Someone liked this stream. No one's watching this stream right now, but someone thumbs up this stream or gave it a like, so thank you to whoever liked it. I appreciate it, so yeah. I just appreciate all of you watching, so if you're not currently watching this with me right now, I just appreciate you just even like viewing this just when when the stream's all said and done, when it's all done, I do appreciate all of you watching, even when the stream's done, you're just watching the playback. Still appreciate it. So thank all. Thank you. Thanks for watching, everyone. So yeah. Look at the temperature here right now. So yeah, we're getting a little bit of rain. Rain's still off to my west right now. Yeah, so temperature right now is like 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius. Precipitation 36%, humidity 81%, wind 7 miles per hour or 11 kilometers per hour. So wind's definitely kind of like picking up, I guess. Some stream. We're putting the chat. Well, I already put the Google weather link in the chat, but I'm gonna put it in the chat again. So, yeah. We've been streaming for just over an hour now. Getting a little bit of rain here and there. I'm gonna check the radar again. But yeah, definitely a lot going on. I mean, again, wind risk is like 45% in some areas. And it's just like, just gonna be some really heavy winds today. Again, tornado risk is 10%. Hail risk is 15%. I mean, a lot of it here, mid-Atlantic, northeast. Some parts of like the mid-Atlantic, northeast, looks like a little bit of like the Midwest, as well as like parts of like the Great Plains, High Plains. And I know there's even some activity as far as like some parts of like the northwest, like I mean, I know there's no risks are there, but like I know like parts of Eastern Oregon and parts of like Western Idaho have had some risks today too. Rain's definitely starting to pick up. So we have all right. So I want to update all of you on something I just saw. So actually, I'm going to move this for a second. So we have a tornado watch. We have a tornado watch in effect until 11 o'clock tonight. So that's something to point out because there could be a possibility of some rotation. Now, I'm not saying there's going to be like an EF4, EF5, anything like that, but there still could be a possibility of some rotation. Definitely if the tornado risk being like 10% in some areas, like I mentioned earlier in the stream, there definitely could be some rotation. But yeah, that's kind of concerning. So yeah, there's a tornado watch that's in effect till 11 o'clock tonight. And it's for 6 counties in New Jersey, which is 6 counties in New Jersey, which includes Monmouth, Middlesex, Morris, Somerset, Sussex, and Ocean counties. And this includes cities of East Brunswick, Edison, Freehold, Morristown, New Brunswick, Newton, North Brunswick Township, Perth Amboy, Sayreville, Somerset, and Toms River. Again, tornado watch for these areas until 11 o'clock tonight, 6:43 right now. So that's something to point out. Excuse me. Because again, there definitely could be some rotation. Definitely could be a possibility of like a tornado, like an EF0 or an EF1. Or maybe even possibly even like an EF2. I mean, I know in the area I live in, like those are kind of rare, but excuse me. It still is a possibility though. So definitely it is good to watch out and take all proper precautions as needed or as necessary, I should say. Excuse me. I take a drink of water here, but definitely I'm starting to hear some rain. It's probably having some rain showers right now. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. But yeah, I'll take a look at the radar here. So yeah, we have some rain like just off to the east-west from what the radar is showing. And then, we have all the rain in Pennsylvania right now. But yeah, I know there's a lot going on though today. I mean, again, wind risk 45%. It's like, I know a lot's happening throughout the Mid-Atlantic, the Northeast, New England regions, a little bit of like the Midwest, the High Plains, the Great Plains, the southern, like possibly like the Southern Plains as well, the Southeast, parts of the South. And even like some activity even like in the Northwest, again, like Eastern Oregon, Western Idaho, but yeah, definitely by like so I'm seeing around like 8 o'clock tonight. We're definitely gonna get some thunderstorms. They keep on getting pushed back, but it looks like definitely by like 8 o'clock tonight we're definitely gonna be getting some rain thunderstorms. It looks like. Yeah, and this looks like it's gonna be going on for several hours as well. Yeah, I think it's gonna keep on going for hours and hours and hours. And then I want to say by 11:30, we should be done. Or like completely done, it looks like, from what the radar is telling me. I'm going to take a look at the hourly. So yeah, it says storms continuing through 11 p.m. Storms could contain damaging winds. There's likely risk of severe weather today. Wind and tornadoes are the greatest threat. Have a plan and be prepared. So for 7 p.m., it says thunderstorms, 81% precipitation. 8 o'clock scattered strong storms, 57% precipitation. Then 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, strong storms, 88% precipitation, 69% precipitation, respectively. And those also have like a red exclamation point next to them as well, so it could mean just really strong storms. Then 11 o'clock, Sarah thunderstorm, 44% precipitation. By 12, it's going to be cloudy, 19% precipitation. 1 o'clock, cloudy, 20% precipitation. Just say at 2 and 3, there might be some showers, 30 and 36% precipitation respectively. And then by like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. cloudy, 24, 23% precipitation. 6 a.m. mostly cloudy, 7 a.m. mostly cloudy, 24% precipitation. For both of those, 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. So yeah, we're definitely going to have some storms going on, at least for like the next few hours here. Take a look at the risks. Take a look at all the active warnings right now. So yeah, there's a lot. So yeah, I mean, so right now on tornadohq.com for the severe weather map, all the active warnings right now are a serious thunderstorm warning that's issued for Curry, Debaca, Quay, assuming I pronounced those correctly, I'm so sorry if I didn't, in Roosevelt counties in New Mexico. That was issued 4 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago, that'll expire about an hour from now. We have another serious thunderstorm warning that was issued 5 minutes ago. That'll expire about an hour from now for Furnas counties in Nebraska. Another serious thunderstorm warning is issued for Berks, Bucks, Carbon, Lehigh, Monroe, Montgomery, Northampton counties in Pennsylvania. And that's issued about 5 minutes ago. That's probably about an hour from now. We have another serious thunderstorm warning is issued for Callahorn, Clarendon, Richland, Sumter counties in South Carolina. That was issued 6 minutes ago. Expires 32 minutes from now. We have another severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 8 minutes ago. Expire about an hour from now for Jefferson, Lewis, and Oswego counties in New York. We have a tornado warning right now that was issued about 8 minutes ago. Expire 16 minutes from now. A tornado warning for Madison, Oneida counties in New York. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Chesterfield, Kershaw, Lee, and Sumter counties in South Carolina that issued about 9 minutes ago, about an hour from now. We have another serious thunderstorm warning that was issued 10 minutes ago, expires 4 minutes from now for Delaware, Sullivan, Wayne counties in New York and Pennsylvania. We have another serious thunderstorm warning that was issued 10 minutes ago, expires 16 minutes from now for Oneida County in New York. We have a special rain warning that was issued 10 minutes ago, that'll expire about an hour from now. Yeah, it looks like it's right like in the Delaware River, Delaware Water Gap, looks like going out to the Atlantic Ocean. Special rain warning there that is due 10 minutes ago, about an hour from now. We have another serious thunderstorm warning for Ada and Gem counties in Idaho. Severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 12 minutes ago, that'll expire 15 minutes from now. Yeah, it looks like we've just had a few more warnings issued. So yeah, we've had a few more warnings issued within the past few minutes. A couple of them are tornado warnings, so I'm just going to talk about those right now. So we have a tornado warning that was issued 3 minutes ago, expires 3 minutes from now for Jefferson, Lewis, and Oswego counties in New York. We have another tornado warning that was issued for Wayne County in Pennsylvania that was issued 3 minutes ago, expires 30 minutes from now. We have another severe thunderstorm warning. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 3 minutes ago, expires 45 minutes from now for Graham County in Arizona. I mean, excuse me, there's so much going on. I mean, throughout the Great Plains and the High Plains, like even like to the northwest for like eastern Oregon, western Idaho, even like in the southwest with like, now the severe thunderstorm warning in Graham County in Arizona, and throughout like the southeast, the mid-Atlantic, the northeast, and also possibly some risks also in New England areas, and also looks like some parts of the Midwest as well. So we have another severe thunderstorm warning that is issued 3 minutes ago, expire about an hour from now for Kent, Newcastle, Sussex, Caroline, Kent, Queen Anne's, Talbot, Atlantic, Camden, Cape May, Cumberland, Gloucester, and Salem counties in Delaware, Maryland, and New Jersey. We have another severe thunderstorm warning that is issued about 3 minutes ago, that'll expire 44 minutes from now for Arthur, Garden, and Grant counties in Nebraska. We have another severe thunderstorm warning that is issued 2 minutes ago, expire about an hour from now for Cumberland, Harnett, assuming I pronounced that correctly, I'm so sorry if I didn't, Hoke, Moore, and Scotland counties in North Carolina. So yeah, a lot of warnings here. I mean, right now there's 69 69 active severe weather warnings. Wow. For Arizona, Colorado, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Kansas, Maryland, North Carolina, Nebraska, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. 60. Wow. I'm going to screenshot this. That's like, wow. So yeah, as you can tell, there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on. So yeah, there's just a lot going on. I mean, today is just very, very active with all the severe weather. So yeah, I mean, there's just a lot going on. And definitely, like I've been saying, you know, if there is a tornado, go to the lowest level of your home, most interior room, preferably a basement or a storm cellar. But if you don't have one, then go to a closet or a bathroom. But just try and be lowest level of your home, be away from all exterior walls and windows. And also like grabbing something to cover your head as well, like whether it's like a helmet or even like a blanket or a pillow, or even covering your hands with your head, but definitely like ducking down low and stuff. Like just trying to cover your head. Also wearing a sturdy pair of shoes as well, because also when the tornado is done, you also gotta walk out as well, and that prevents all kinds of new hazards as well. So definitely, please remember, when there's a tornado, lowest level of your home, most interior room, away from all exterior walls and windows. Take all the alerts, all the warnings, all the watches, all the advice. Like take everything seriously. Even if it's a watch, still take it seriously. You know, and if you live in a mobile home and you know, possibility of a tornado is coming your way, definitely do want to get in contact with someone that you know, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, but someone that you know has a sturdy shelter. So just in case there is a tornado, you can go to the safe place. Because being in a mobile home, like I said before, I mean, I know I explained this earlier in this live stream, but I'm going to explain it again. You know, being a mobile home during a tornado is not safe at all. You know, like it could possibly tip over, possibly get destroyed. So definitely, if there's a tornado coming your way, definitely do want to get in contact with someone you know has a sturdy shelter. If a tornado is imminent, as in it's happening right now, and you're in a mobile home or in a vehicle for that matter, just try and find a sturdy shelter. Again, lowest level, most interior room, away from all exterior walls or windows. Or if you absolutely have to, just try and find a ditch. Why find that ditch with your hands on your head until the tornado is over if you absolutely have to. With wind risks, knock down trees, knock down power lines, some loose flying objects flying, even with tornadoes. Tornadoes can also do that as well. Damage trees, damage homes, damage power lines, send outdoor objects flying. So definitely have any loose outdoor objects, any loose outdoor furniture. Definitely do want to bring that inside so just it doesn't go flying and possibly hit someone, because that'd be really, really bad. You really don't want that. And for hail, it can dent body panels on vehicles, can crack or even completely shatter windshields and windows on vehicles. So definitely, if you can, I understand that everyone can, but if you definitely if you can, though, definitely do want to park your vehicle in like a garage or parking garage or something if that's available to you. I understand that I want to have that available to someone, including myself, but if you do have that available to you, definitely do want to do that. And you know, it's not only your vehicle, it's also your home as well. Hail can you know cause some damage to your windows depending on the angle as coming at, how big it is. It can also cause some damage to siding and roofing as well. And as always, like I say, definitely with any weather event, whether it's extreme heat, extreme cold, tornado, wind, hail, thunderstorms, hurricane, whatever it may be, flash flooding, definitely do want to keep tabs on it. Whether that's with your local weather station, torrential downpours as well. But whether if that's keeping tabs on, it's definitely a good idea. We definitely do want to keep tabs on severe weather after this, whether if that's with your local weather station, whether if that's getting alerts from your phone, whether if that's even, you know, investing in a no weather radio, but definitely having a way to keep tabs on it. So just in case you have to So just in case, something were to happen, or if there's a dangerous weather event that happens, you can take all proper precautions, keep you safe and everyone else safe, take all the advisories, alerts, watching and warnings seriously. And also, take all the alerts, advisories, watchings, and warnings seriously. Take all proper precautions and actions to keep you safe and everyone else safe, and listen to authorities and officials as well. And just stay safe out there as always. Please just stay safe out there as always, please. All right, just try and stay safe out there, everyone. Please just try and stay safe out there, all right? And take all the watches, warnings, advisories, alerts seriously. And if there is a dangerous weather event, take all the proper precautions and actions to keep you safe and everyone else safe. So yeah. I know I said it earlier in the stream, but I'm just trying to reinforce it. It's about 7:08 right now. As you can see out here, my charger on the wrong side. Just got tangled around my water bottle. Nice. You can see it got pretty dark out there. Winds are definitely starting to get more gusty. We had a little bit of rain before. Been streaming for over an hour now. I think it's still raining a little bit out there, but definitely got pretty dark. Again, those storms are coming. I know definitely in the next hour or so, we're definitely going to be getting some storms. And they're going to be going on for the next several hours. And then by 11:30, by midnight, excuse me, we should be done from what I saw. But we'll just have to see what happens. Because these storms also keep on getting pushed back too. But they definitely are coming for us, though. They definitely are. Because again, today's a very active day. There's a lot going on. Again, just try and keep tabs on the weather in your area, especially storms coming your way, and take all proper precautions and actions to keep you safe and everyone else safe. Like I always say, but just trying to reinforce it. Just want all of you to stay safe. So, yeah. And also, I do also want to take a look back on severeweatheroutlook.com. So I'm going to kind of go over everything again like I did before. So I'm going to talk about the outlook summary, talk about the maps, and then the detailed outlook. So the outlook summary says a severe weather outbreak is expected across parts of the eastern U.S. this afternoon into the early evening, with widespread and locally destructive, damaging winds and tornadoes as the greatest threat, especially across the southern and central Appalachian and the mid-Atlantic states. So tornado risk, like I mentioned before, I'm just mentioning all this information again. So tornado risk for today, like I mentioned before, is 10%. I'm just going to mention it all again. So we have a 2% tornado risk for the Oklahoma Panhandle, eastern Colorado, western Kansas, and western parts of Nebraska. Also 2% tornado risk for eastern Alabama, central and northern, northeastern parts of Georgia, as well as western and central South Carolina, central North Carolina, as well as southern parts of Virginia, a little bit of eastern Kentucky, as well as looks like a little bit of northern Pennsylvania, central to eastern New Jersey, southern Delaware, as well as southeastern and eastern parts of Maryland, as well as parts of central, southern, central New York State, including looks like around near Lake Ontario, around Rochester and Watertown area. 2% tornado risk for those areas. We got 5% tornado risk for northwestern Kansas, southwestern Nebraska, as well as northeastern Colorado, 5% tornado risk. Excuse me. Sorry if my voice is cracking a little bit. And also 5% tornado risk for like northwestern, a little bit of like northern North Carolina, as well as southern and like central western parts of Virginia, southern, eastern, and central parts of West Virginia, as well as northern and central Delaware, eastern parts of Maryland, as well as western New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, eastern to central Pennsylvania, actually, as well as southern New York State, 5% tornado risk. We got 10% tornado risk for southern Pennsylvania, as well as central Maryland, as well as a little bit of like northeastern, eastern parts of West Virginia, and northern to central Virginia, 10% tornado risk for today. Wind risk is 45%. I know I'm mentioning all this stuff, but I'm mentioning it again though, just to remind all of you. But tornado risk, no, not tornado risk. Tornado risk we looked at before is 10%. Like I just mentioned, wind risk is 45%. Let me say it again, 45%. Excuse me. So yeah, wind risk 45%. So we have a 5% wind risk for southeastern Wyoming, western Nebraska, eastern Colorado, eastern New Mexico, northern to central Texas, as well as northern Louisiana, southern to central Arkansas, as well as western and southern parts and southeastern parts of Oklahoma. I know I'm doing a lot of this. As well as like northwestern and northern parts of Mississippi, central parts of Mississippi, as well as central to southeastern Alabama, as well as southern Georgia, and as well as like eastern and northeastern North Carolina, as well as looks like a little bit like northern Pennsylvania, looks like western New York State, as well as eastern New York State, Long Island, Connecticut except eastern Connecticut, but majority of Connecticut except eastern Connecticut has the 5% wind risk, as well as western Massachusetts and southern and western parts of Vermont, 5% wind risk for today. However, we got 15% wind risk though. Gonna put that in the chat. 15% wind risk for southwestern Nebraska, eastern Colorado, western Kansas. Also 15% wind risk for like western Texas and eastern New Mexico. And that 15% also has the black circle dotted lines around, so it could mean some pretty heavy winds there. I mean, the black circle dotted lines around means it could be pretty significant. Also, we got a 15% wind risk for like central to eastern Alabama, like southern, like central southern Georgia, as well as eastern South Carolina, southeastern, like eastern parts of North Carolina, as well as southeastern Virginia, eastern New Jersey, as well as southern, central, and like possibly northern parts of New York State, including Rochester and Watertown as well around Lake Ontario. So that's 15% wind risk. We have a 30% wind risk. 30% wind risk for central and eastern parts of Alabama, as well as central Georgia, central South Carolina, central North Carolina, southeastern Virginia. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that Kentucky also has a 15% wind risk as well. But yeah, so central to eastern Alabama, central Georgia, central South Carolina, central North Carolina, southeastern Virginia, looks like southern Delaware, southeastern Maryland, and eastern parts of Maryland, western to central New Jersey. 30% wind risk, and that includes me as well in there, because I live in northwestern New Jersey. So northeastern and northeastern parts of Pennsylvania, as well as southern New York State, 30% wind risk, and we have that 45% wind risk for northern Georgia, western South Carolina, western to central North Carolina, basically looks like majority of Virginia. I mean, there's a lot of the colors, there's a lot going on this map here, and again, I put it in the chat if you want to go check it out. But yeah, like a lot, but I know like a lot of like southern, central, northern Virginia, we have 45% wind risk. So really, really high wind risk, really gusty winds or possibility of it. And then southern to central West Virginia, as well as eastern West Virginia, 45% wind risk, as well as eastern parts, like eastern parts of Pennsylvania, 45% wind risk, as well as a little bit of southwestern New Jersey, 45% wind risk, as well as northern to central Delaware and central to eastern parts of Maryland, 45% wind risk. And from southern Pennsylvania, central Maryland, as well as northern, western, and central parts of Virginia, as well as southern and eastern parts and central parts of West Virginia, that 45% as the black circle dot lines are out, so the winds could be really, really heavy there, very significant. And hail risk is 15% for today. Hail risk is 15%. So we have a 5% hail risk going from northern Texas, eastern New Mexico, eastern Colorado, southeastern and eastern parts of Wyoming, as well as southwestern South Dakota, western Nebraska, as well as like central, just like southern Kansas. Majority of Oklahoma, except the Oklahoma Panhandle, so we're going to get to that in a minute, as well as northeastern Oklahoma. Well, northeastern Oklahoma has no hail risk at all for today. However, the rest of Oklahoma does have a 5% hail risk, except what the Oklahoma Panhandle, which I'm going to get to that in a minute. Central Arkansas, northwestern to like central Mississippi, central Alabama, central to northeastern Georgia, western to central South Carolina, central North Carolina, as well as eastern Kentucky, as well as central West Virginia, southern, and looks like a little bit like northeastern Virginia, as well as northern to central Delaware, as well as eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey, 5% hail risk for today. And we have a 15% hail risk for the Oklahoma Panhandle, western Kansas, western Nebraska, a little tiny bit of southeastern Wyoming, as well as eastern Colorado, and again, Oklahoma Panhandle, 15% hail risk, and that 15% hail risk I just mentioned for those areas, that helps with the black circle dot lines around it, so it could mean hail could be possibly some really big, pretty significant in those areas. Also 15% hail risk for southern Pennsylvania, central Maryland, as well as northern to western to central Virginia, and southern, eastern, and eastern parts of West Virginia, as well as a little bit of eastern Kentucky. 15% hail risk for those areas. Assuming I put it in the chat. Yes, I did. Okay. So yeah, those are all the risks for today. And again, like I've been saying, please do take all the alerts, advisories, watches, and warnings seriously. Again, if there's a tornado, lowest level of your home, most interior room, away from all exterior walls and windows. Again, if you live in a mobile home and you know there's a chance of a tornado coming your way within the next several hours, definitely do get in contact with someone you know has a sturdy shelter, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, but definitely do you want to do that, because being in a mobile home during a tornado is not safe at all. It could possibly roll over, possibly get destroyed. So definitely do not want to be in a mobile home during a tornado, or even a vehicle for that matter, because it is not safe at all. And if you absolutely have to, if there's a tornado that's imminent, as in it's happening right now, you definitely do want to either find a sturdy shelter, again, lowest level, most interior room, try and be away from all exterior walls and windows, or if you absolutely have to, just find a ditch. Find that ditch with your hand on your head until the tornado is over if you absolutely have to, if you live in a mobile home or if you're in a vehicle during a tornado. And also during a tornado too, it's also a good idea to possibly get a helmet as well, or just try and cover your head. Rather than just getting a helmet, a blanket, pillow, just putting your hands on your head and ducking low as well. Because again, it's a good idea doing it during a tornado. That's also probably why I recommend trying to be away from all exterior walls and windows as well. So just in case, so like, during a tornado, like, I mean, homes can also get destroyed depending on how big the tornado is, and how bad it is, in the path of the tornado as well. And lumber could possibly, like, a piece of lumber, for example, or just pieces of, like, outdoor objects could possibly just come like flying through like a window or something. So then, again, definitely want to be away from exterior walls and windows and try and be at the lowest level of your home, or just even like building that you might be in general. Again, lowest level, most interior room, be away from all exterior walls and windows. Wind risk, knock down trees, knock down power lines, and loose flying objects flying. Same thing as tornadoes. Knock down trees, knock down power lines, possibly destroy homes, or at least cause some damage to homes and vehicles. And also, again, some objects flying. So definitely if any loose outdoor objects, or just any loose objects in general, or just any outdoor objects in general, and definitely do want to bring those inside just so they don't possibly go flying and possibly hit someone, because you really, really don't want that. You don't want to hit someone or something. Like, you definitely don't want that. So please, if you can, do want to bring that stuff inside so then possibly hit someone, if you can. And also with hail, can dent body panels, can crack, or even honestly shatter windshields. It can honestly total your vehicle depending on how big the hail is. It can honestly total your vehicle. So if you have a garage or parking garage available to you, you definitely do want to park your vehicle in there if you can. I understand that everyone has a garage or parking garage available to them, including myself, because I don't have a garage. But if you do have a garage available to you, though, or parking garage, I definitely do want to park your vehicle in there so there's not so much like hail damage to it, especially if it's really possibility of some really large hail coming your way. But it's not only your vehicle, it's also your home as well. Like, it can damage windows possibly, depending on the angle the hail is coming at, how big it is, possibly roofing and siding as well. And like I always say, definitely do want to keep tabs on the weather if there's severe weather coming your way, whether if that's with your local weather station, whether if that's with you getting alerts on your phone, or even investing in no weather radio is a good idea. But definitely just having a way to keep alerts on the weather, keep tabs on it. So just in case there is like a tornado, even if there isn't a tornado or a severe thunderstorm, or just a thunderstorm or wind or hail, or coming your way, whether that's like extreme heat, extreme cold, tornado, wind, hail, thunderstorm, hurricane, torrential rain, possibly leading to some flash flooding, you definitely do want to have a way to keep tabs on the weather and get all the alerts, all the watches, all the advisories, and all the warnings, just to keep and take all the proper precautions and actions to keep you safe and to keep everyone else safe. And definitely listen to all authorities and officials, and do take everything, all the alerts, advisories, warnings, watches seriously to keep you safe and everyone else safe. And just stay safe out there as always, like I always say, please. Considering how, and again, like I've been saying, there's been a lot going on today. I also do want to read the detailed outlook from severeweatheroutlook.com as well. So the detailed outlook says there's a moderate risk of, I know I've been going over the risks over and over and over again, but I'm just going to read this off real quick here. So it says the detailed outlook says there's a moderate risk of severe thunderstorms in southern West Virginia into western and northern Virginia, Maryland, and far southern Pennsylvania. And it says a severe weather outbreak is expected across parts of the eastern U.S. this afternoon and early evening, with widespread and locally destructive, damaging winds and tornadoes as the greatest threats, especially across the central Appalachians and mid-Atlantic states like we've been talking about throughout the stream. Discussion, only notable changes this convective outlook update is to remove severe possibilities in wake of thunderstorm bands, and where low-level flow has strongly veered to westernly over much of the Ohio Valley and the portions of the upper Tennessee Valley. Elsewhere, little change was made to the previous issued forecast. So for southeast and to upper Ohio Valley to the mid-Atlantic states, owing to a very moist, unstable air mass and very strong winds aloft for August, a widespread severe weather risk is already unfolding at late morning, midday across a broad region, initially west of the Appalachian Spine. Refer to ongoing watches and mesoscale discussions for the latest regional details. Short wave trough through the low Ohio Valley will continue to advance towards the northern Appalachians by evening. A pair of 500, I'm not sure what that stands for. So yeah, let me say this before, a shortwave trough through the low Ohio Valley will continue to advance towards the northern Appalachians by evening. A pair of 500 millibars, millibars, or MB, 500 MB, speed maxima from 55 to 65 KTS, or knots, 55 to 65 knots, are expected to be centered by late afternoon across eastern Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern West Virginia into western Virginia, North Carolina, and severally over the Mid-South. Peak flow within an expansive 700 millibars jet, or 700 MB jet, should be centered between the 500 MB or millibar maxima across the Tennessee Valley. A plum of large potential buoyancy supported by high PW. I will be honest here, I'm not sure what half these stand for. But yeah, high precipitable water. So a plum of large potential buoyancy supported by high precipitable water, and steep mid-level lapse rates, and centered over the mid-south and Tennessee Valley, will expand east-northeast towards the central southern Appalachians with an expansive swath of ML Cape from 2,003 to 3,500 J. So a plum of large potential buoyancy supported by the high precipitable water, and steep mid-level lapse rates, and centered over the mid-south Tennessee Valley, will expand east-northeast towards the central southern Appalachians, will expand of an ML Cape from 350,000 joules per kilogram expected by peak heating. Ongoing storms across eastern portions of Tennessee, Kentucky, and West Virginia, southern Ohio, will progress into an increasingly favorable thermodynamic and kinematic environment downstream, muting many supercells capable of producing large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes. Upscale growth into several linear clusters of embedded supercells is anticipated this afternoon as convective coverage becomes widespread from Pennsylvania, Maryland, southwest across the southern Appalachian states. Forecast sounding suggests the greatest tornado threat will probably exist across eastern Kentucky, Tennessee, northeast across southern and eastern West Virginia, western Virginia, central Maryland, and into southeastern Pennsylvania. Given the supercell wind profiles, significant severe wind gusts will also be possible on a localized basis. Across the southeast, aided by a separate mid-level speed max, linear clusters of storms will continue to develop and spread generally eastward across parts of the Tennessee Valley towards the southern Appalachians and Carolinas, with damaging winds as the most common hazard. Central High Plains, no chance warranted for this region of 50 to 60. A 50 to 60, so Central High Plains, no chance warranted across this region of 50 to 60, not mid-level speed max should become centered over the Nebraska, Colorado, Kansas border vicinity by late afternoon with approach of a low amplitude shortwave impulse currently over southeast Idaho. This will overlap a combined north-south oriented corridor of moderate buoyancy with the ML Cape of 1,500 to 25 to 2,500 joules per. Yeah. So, yeah, this will overlap a combined north-south oriented corridor of more moderate buoyancy with the ML Cape of 1,500 to 2,500 joules per kilogram along a lee trough across a similar tri-state area. Initial high-base thunderstorm development is anticipated off the higher terrain of Colorado, Wyoming, and will intensify as it impinges on the larger buoyancy during the early evening. A few supercells with very large hail will be possible, along with a meso-based scale corridor favorable for a tornadic supercell or two. Clustering of supercells may yield a short duration of uptick in severe wind gust potential across parts of western Kansas before convection spreads away from the relatively narrow instability plume and encounters increasing MLCIN after sunset. So, then southern high plains, a wind-driven slight risk has been introduced for portions of eastern New Mexico into the Texas South Plains for later this afternoon and evening. Strong westerlies, particularly by August standards, and a hot, well-mixed boundary layer should support at least some severe storms capable of severe caliber wind gusts. So the national risk overview for today, Monday, August 10th, tornado risk is 10%, wind risk is 15%, hail risk, no. So yeah, for today, Monday, August 7th, tornado risk is 10%, hail risk is 15%, like we've gone over numerous times in this stream, and then wind risk is 45%, like we went over earlier. For Tuesday, August 8th, tornado risk is 5%, hail risk is 30%, and wind risk is 15%. And then from Wednesday, August 9th, all the way to Monday, August 14th, anything, from Thursday, August 10th to Monday, August 14th, anything severe is low or uncertain. However, for Wednesday, August 9th, anything severe is 15%. Excuse me. And risks for my area, it says for Monday, August 7th, which is today, tornado risk will be 5%, hail will be low, and then wind risk will be 30%. And then for Tuesday, August 8th, tornado risk low, hail risk low, wind risk low, and then Wednesday, August 9th, all the way Monday, June, August. Yeah, so Wednesday, August 9th, all the way Monday, August 14th, anything severe is low. So I'm going to put this in the chat, the severe weather outlook for today, if you want to go check it out. I'm going to take one more look at tornado2.com, the severe weather map. And there are 49 active severe weather warnings right now for Arizona, Colorado, Delaware, Georgia, Kansas, Maryland, North Carolina, Nebraska, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, and Virginia. So again, there's a lot going on right now. Time right now is 7:36 Eastern Daylight Time. We have a severe thunderstorm warning active right now for Thomas County in Kansas. That was issued 4 minutes ago. That'll expire about an hour from now. I'll put that in the chat here. So yeah, severe thunderstorm warning for Thomas County in Kansas. That was issued 4 minutes ago. That'll expire about an hour from now. We have another severe thunderstorm warning that's issued for Pima or Pema. Assuming I said that correctly. I'm so sorry if I didn't. County in Arizona. So yeah, severe thunderstorm warning for Pima County in Arizona. That was issued 7 minutes ago. That'll expire 39 minutes from now. We have a tornado warning for Lewis County in New York. That was issued 7 minutes ago. That'll expire 39 minutes from now. Then we have another severe thunderstorm warning for Baldwin, Jones, Twiggs, Washington, and Wilkinson counties in Georgia. Severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 9 minutes ago. It'll expire 38 minutes from now. We have another severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 10 minutes ago. It'll expire 38 minutes from now from Warren, Carbon, Lehigh, Monroe, and Northampton counties in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Which Warren County is only a county west of me, since I live in northwestern Morris County in New Jersey. So these storms, they're definitely coming closer. And actually, I'm going to take a look at the radar while I'm at it. So, and like I mentioned earlier, too, we also do have a tornado watch as well for my area until 11 o'clock tonight. That was issued about 2 hours ago. And it'll expire again 11 o'clock tonight. And it's for Monmouth, Middlesex, Morris, Somerset, Sussex, and Ocean counties in New Jersey. Include the cities East Brunswick, Edison, Freehold, Morristown, New Brunswick, Newton, North Brunswick, Township, Perth Amboy, Sayreville, Somerset, and Toms River. And I'm going to put that in the chat. But yeah, those storms are definitely coming. It's 7:38 right now, Eastern Daylight Time. Taking a look at Google here. For the weather, precipitation right now is 92%, humidity is 85%. Temperature right now is 75 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 degrees Celsius. Wind is 7 miles per hour, 11 kilometers per hour. I mean, it says precipitation 92%. So, I mean, the storms definitely are getting closer and closer. Waiting for the radar load. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit doesn't sound the greatest. I know I've been talking a lot. So yeah, the storms, I mean, I'm seeing a green spot on the radar, but like definitely a lot of storms are still in Pennsylvania, are still to the west of me, but they're definitely coming. They're definitely coming. And definitely by like 8:30 they should be here, and then we'll be having storms for the next few hours. So yeah, for the next few hours, we're going to be having storms and some pretty heavy rain, it looks like. And then by 11:30 and definitely by midnight, we should be done with the storms. But yeah, definitely we're going to be having storms for a few hours. So yeah, so it's 7:40 right now. The storms are definitely starting to come. So I know I've been talking long enough, but definitely, please, like I've been saying, please do take all of the watches, alerts, warnings, and advisories seriously. Definitely do keep tabs on your take all the proper precautions and actions as necessary to keep you safe and everyone else safe. And please just stay safe out there, everyone, like I've been saying throughout this stream. So, well, I'm just going to make sure it's adjusted okay, but yeah, I'm starting to hear some rumbles of thunder. Wind's definitely starting to pick up. Definitely it's starting to get darker out there. Well, just in general, it's going to be sunset here real soon anyways. But yeah, so I hope that all of you have been enjoying this stream. Please, I can't stress this enough. I know I've been saying it a lot throughout this stream, but please do try and stay safe out there. As always, like I've been saying, considering how active things have been past several hours and how active things will be for the next several hours and even possibly overnight tonight. But please do just take all the warnings, watches, advisories, alerts seriously. Take all proper precautions and actions as needed, as necessary to keep you safe and everyone else safe. And just stay safe out there as always. So yeah, I hope that all of you will enjoy this stream. we'll see what happens with the thunderstorms. They'll be going on for the next few hours, so and this stream's probably been going on for almost 2 hours now. Excuse me. So yeah. So I hope that all of you've been. So again, hope that all of you will enjoy this stream. And I'll see all of you later. And stay safe out there, as always, like I always say. So yeah, I'm just getting a couple of things, and I'll leave here. So yeah. So again, stay safe out there as always. I'll see all of you later. So enjoy. Hi everyone. So I think we just had severe thunderstorm warning issued for my area. Because I changed it to the weather channel, and yeah, I saw a severe thunderstorm warning. I mean, those storms are coming. They're just to the west of us. They're coming. I mean, again, a lot of activity going on. I don't really see anything, but either that or it's just west of me, but I mean, I saw a severe thunderstorm warning, so it's like, yep, here we go. But yeah, I'm going to look at the alerts here, though. Definitely getting darker. We're also considering the fact that, it also is around sunset time, too. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I saw a severe thunderstorm warning, or at least a watch. Pretty sure the warning though. Again, we still have that tornado watch till 11 o'clock tonight. It's 7:52 right now, Eastern Daylight Time. So I've been streaming for over 2 hours now. I think I just might have saw a little bit of lightning. But again, I mean, those storms are coming, possibly damaging winds, even a quick spin up of a tornado. Because I think I did see. Yep, that was lightning. Just heard some thunder. But yeah, let's see here. But yeah, even a possibility of quick spin up of a tornado. I don't really see any severe thunderstorm watch once it's to the west of us, but I know there is a tornado warning. I think just from what I've heard, just to the east, not the east, the west of Philadelphia, there was a tornado warning in that area from what the News 12 was saying. So we had News 12 weather on. We also had the weather channel on, and we had News 12 on. And I switched it to the weather channel. And I saw a severe thunderstorm warning at the bottom. So I mean, we might also possibly have a severe thunderstorm warning later on. But yeah, I think I saw a tornado warning for areas just west of Philadelphia from what News 12 was saying, which is a local weather station in my area. But again, we gotta see what happens though. A lot of activity's happening. Again, please take all the proper precautions to keep you safe and everyone else safe. And if there is everyone else safe, and you definitely take it seriously. Because if there's a watch or an advisory, you still have to take it seriously. It's you can't just be well, it's a watch, so I'll be fine. But it's here's the thing: because for watch, there is a possibility. I mean, it's not going to 100% happen, but it's a possibility though. And especially when it's a warning, you definitely got to watch out. Obviously, And again, even if it's a watch, you still got to take it seriously. And you still got to take all the proper precautions and actions to keep you safe and everyone else safe. I mean, I just keep on saying that over and over, but really, it's there's just so much activity going on. Possibility of a tornado or two from my area, possibly. I know possibly some hail. Again, really heavy winds. I mean, again, 45% wind risk in some areas, I've been mentioning throughout the stream. Rain definitely sounds like it's starting to come down a little bit. Again, storms are starting to move through. Yeah, it's definitely starting to rain out there. But again, those storms definitely are starting to move through now. I'll close these curtains up. Just kind of light glare. Well, there's not too much light glare, but there might be a little bit though. But I'm just gonna close them up just to reduce a little bit of light glare. I know I turned my brightness up. Yeah. Yeah, some more thunder we've got going on. So, yeah, but again, just take all the alerts, warnings, all the alerts, advisories, watches, and warnings seriously. Again, take all proper precautions to keep you safe and everyone else safe, like I've been saying. Just stay safe out there as always. The storms are definitely starting to move through now. Definitely expecting some rain, some thunder, some lightning. Again, it's gonna be this for the next couple hours. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking now. But figured I would just kind of update you on I thought was a severe thunderstorm warning. I mean, who knows, maybe it's the next several minutes we'll make that one, considering now all these storms are starting to move through now. But anyways, just stay safe out there as always, and I'll see all of you later, and enjoy the stream some more. So, alright everyone, I'll see all of you later. Ooh, that was bright. And remember, too, if thunder roars, go indoors. You know, if you hear thunder, especially if you see lightning, remember, thunder roars, go indoors. So, because you don't want to get electrocuted. So, yeah, please remember, when thunder roars, go indoors. But that was pretty cool, though. But I'm also doing this from my room as well, so obviously I'm in a safe space. But still, though, thunder roars, and especially if you see lightning, go indoors, because being outside when there's thunder and lightning is very dangerous. You can possibly get electrocuted. You really don't want that. So, yeah, remember, thunder roars, go indoors. So, yeah. But anyways, hope that all of you will enjoy this stream some more. Stay safe out there as always, and I'll see all of you later. Bye, everyone. Hi everyone. So, being here getting some rain for a while. It's 8:43 Eastern Daylight Time right now. Been streaming for almost 3 hours now. So yeah, we've had a decent amount of lighting. I think it's more just rain at this point. We still have that tornado watch till 11 o'clock tonight. And that's thunderstorm warning I was talking about a little bit earlier in the stream. So that was for areas west of me. So it's for like Warren County in parts of eastern Pennsylvania. I mean, that's expired at 8:15, so that's been expired for a while. I think for right now it's mainly just rain. Is mainly what we're getting, and there is a risk of some flash flooding as well. From what I've been hearing from the Water Channel, because I'm watching it downstairs. But yeah, I know we did have a lot of lighting before. Some of it was pretty bright. Very bright. Yeah, some of the lighting was very bright. But yeah, due to the risk of flash flooding, then remember, if you see flood roads, remember to turn around, don't drown. So you definitely have a risk of rain coming down, of flash flooding. Again, turn around, don't drown. Just saw a little bit of lightning there. But yeah, remember, if you see a flood road, turn around, don't drown. Please, even if you drive a big SUV or a big pickup truck, you think, oh, I'll be fine. It's like, if you see a flood road, yeah, remember, use some common sense, turn around, don't drown. Be smart, please. Especially if you see a road closed and because of flooding, it's like, well, I mean, it's closed for a good reason. Just take another road, Just like, use some common sense and just be smart. And again, if you see a flood road, even if you drive a big SUV or pickup truck or a big vehicle, still turn around, don't drown. Because, I mean, really, your vehicle could end up floating, could end up, sinking possibly, depending on how much water there is. And you might also possibly have to be rescued. You might even possibly die, honestly. But you definitely would have. But definitely just kind of use some common sense, though. Just be smart. Remember, see flood road, turn around, don't drown. Most likely, mainly your vehicle will probably float or you'll get stuck. You might have to get rescued. I know there have been flood-related deaths in vehicles before as well. So you could also even possibly die in some cases. But please just be smart, use some common sense. If you see a flood road, remember, turn around, don't drown. Just be smart, please. And just stay safe out there as always. So yeah, I'm still seeing a little bit of lightning. It's definitely not really as much or as bright as it was before, but still seeing some. Again, tornado watch. That's still, like I've been saying, that's going to stay in effect till 11 o'clock tonight. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah. Yeah, tornado watch still in effect till 11 o'clock tonight. Or tornado watch in effect till 11 o'clock tonight. So, yeah, I guess I'll just kind of keep this stream going. I've been streaming for 3 hours now. Oop, didn't mean to press on that. Actually, I made the screen brighter, not dimmer. I wanted to turn the screen brightness down so there's not as much glare, but I accidentally pressed on the make the screen brighter button, but yeah, so hope all of you will enjoy the stream some more. Stay safe out there, as always. And I'll see all of you later. So, yeah, stay safe out there, as always. Enjoy some more of the stream, and I'll see all of you later. So, bye, everyone. rain's starting to calm down a little bit. I think most of the heavier rain moved off to the east of us. Time is 9:21 Eastern Daylight Time right now. I'm gonna try my light in here. So yeah, rain seems to be calming down. Most of the heavier rain has moved off to the east of us, or east of my area. Still have that tornado. We still have that tornado watch in effect till 11 o'clock tonight. Checking Google here. Yeah, tornado watch still in effect till 11 o'clock tonight. So temperature right now is 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius. Precipitation 71%, humidity is 94%, and the wind is 5 miles per hour, 8 kilometers per hour, according to Google. We have a comment in the chat that says, from Toxic Ninja 23, I'm pretty sure that's what the username is called. How bad is the storm? It has been pretty bad. There's been a lot of activity. It's been pretty bad. It's been really bad. I mean, there's been possibly, again, we still have tornado watch in effect till 11 o'clock tonight. There is a possibility of some spin-ups. I know, like in upstate New York, for example. I know some areas of the southeast from what I've heard, they have had some tornado warnings. I know also in a lot of states, like I've been seeing a lot of videos on the Weather Channel, like of downed trees, like trees falling down because of all the wind. Because there's definitely been a lot of heavy wind threats. Like I've been saying throughout the stream, like 45%, wind risk in some areas. And there's just been a lot going on, a lot of activity going on today. It's been quite a lot, pretty dangerous storm. And also, we do have a chance of some flash flooding as well, because there's been a decent amount of rain coming down in my area as well, like I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to talk about the severe weather warnings for right now. So right now we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Keith, Lincoln, and Perkins counties in Nebraska. And also I should mention that there's 28 active severe weather warnings right now for Colorado, Delaware, Kansas, Maryland, North Carolina, Nebraska, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Virginia, and Wyoming. So I'm going to put that in the chat here. So yeah, we have severe thunderstorm warning active right now for Keith, Lincoln, and Perkins counties in Nebraska. That was issued 4 minutes ago. That'll expire 38 minutes from now. We have another severe thunderstorm warning for Dawes County in Nebraska. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Severe thunderstorm warning, that was issued 7 minutes ago. That'll expire about an hour from now. We have another severe thunderstorm warning for Sheridan County in Nebraska. That was issued 7 minutes ago. That'll expire 37 minutes from now. We have a special marine warning that was issued 8 minutes ago. That'll expire about 2 hours from now. It looks like it's right around like just east of Delaware, Maryland, like out into the Atlantic Ocean. Again, issued 8 minutes ago. It'll expire 2 minutes from now. Or no, issued about 8 minutes ago. It'll expire 2 hours from now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Sussex County in Delaware. That was issued 9 minutes ago. It'll expire about an hour from now. We have another severe thunderstorm warning for Logan County in Kansas. That was issued 9 minutes ago. That'll expire about an hour from now. We have a special marine warning that was issued 14 minutes ago. That'll expire about an hour from now. It looks like we're around Fredericksburg, from the Chesapeake Bay. It looks like. I'm trying to look at the map here. Yeah, it looks like west of the Wimco River. It's not for the Wimco River, but still. And we also have another special marine warning. So that special marine warning I was talking about before, that was usually 15 minutes ago, expire about an hour from now. It said the warning said at 9:09 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, strong thunderstorms were located along a line of extending from I'm just searching something here real quick. But yeah, basically, it was moving 6 NM. I'm not really quite sure what that means. I'm trying to look it up, but it was moving like southeast or it was moving like 6 NM like south of Fort Washington to near Port Tobacco River, moving east at 3 knots. So I guess it's near like Port Tobacco River. Yeah, I'm not really quite sure NM means because I'm not like an expert on, like, I'm trying to look it up, but I'm not. Let's see what the chat here says. But I mean, I'm not an expert of like marine stuff or anything, but yeah. So it looks like near Port Tobacco River, Wimco River. Again, issued 17 minutes ago. I'll expire about an hour from now. Special marine warning. We have another special marine warning that issued 18 minutes ago. Expire about an hour from now. Looks like it's for east of like Wilmington and Myrtle Beach, out into the Atlantic Ocean. We have another special marine warning that issued 19 minutes ago. That'll expire 34 minutes from now. It looks like in the Pamlico Sound, assuming I pronounced that correctly. Excuse me, a little bit more inland. So, yeah, special marine warning there. Issued about 19 minutes ago, expires 34 minutes from now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning issued 24 minutes ago, expires 33 minutes from now for Baldwin, Brunswick, Columbus, New Hanover, and Pender counties in North Carolina. Another severe thunderstorm warning issued 26 minutes ago, expires 33 minutes from now for Lane, Ness, and Scott counties in Kansas. We have another severe thunderstorm warning issued 27 minutes ago, expires 33 minutes from now for Cheyenne and Kit Carson counties in Colorado. We have another severe thunderstorm warning for Dorchester, Somerset, and Wimico counties in Maryland that was issued 20 minutes ago. That will expire 18 minutes from now. Another severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 29 minutes ago. That expires 33 minutes from now for Gov County in Kansas. We have another severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 30 minutes ago. That expires 18 minutes from now for Fremont County in Wyoming. We have a special marine warning that was issued 30 minutes ago. That expires 33 minutes from now. Looks like that was issued like in out in the Atlantic Ocean, like in southeast Georgia, right near the Georgia-Florida state line, southeastern Georgia, northeastern Florida, right near the Georgia-Florida state line, out in the Atlantic Ocean. We have another severe thunderstorm warning that's issued 38 minutes ago, expires 17 minutes from now for Beaufort, Carteret, Craven, Duplin, Greene, Jones, Lenoir, Onslow, Pamlico, and Pitt counties in North Carolina. We have another special marine warning that is issued 39 minutes ago, expire about an hour from now. Looks like out in the Atlantic Ocean, just east of Hilton Head Island. Well, actually a little bit north of Hilton Head Island. Looks like just east of Folly Beach here. It looks like from what the map's telling me, Seabrook Island, Sullivan's Island, Isle of Palms, Charleston. From what the map's telling me. So, yeah, that'll expire in about an hour from now. That was due about 40 minutes ago. Again, a special marine warning. We have another severe thunderstorm warning that was due about an hour ago. Expire 16 minutes from now for Beaufort, Charleston, Collection, in Dorchester County, South Carolina. Again, I'm sorry if I pronounce any of those incorrectly. And there's a special marine warning that's due about an hour ago. That'll expire 16 minutes from now. It looks like more inland in like the Chesapeake Bay as well. Yeah, right around the Chesapeake Bay. Looks like just north of it. Yeah, like right around like Chesapeake Bay, North Beach, or Chesapeake Beach, North Beach. Yeah, the Chesapeake Bay. Special morning warning there. That was issued about an hour ago. That'll expire 15 minutes from. Yeah. Let me press on that again. Yeah, that was issued about an hour ago. That'll expire 15 minutes from now. Looks like. And then we have another special morning warning. That was, or no. So the other one I was talking about before for Chesapeake Bay, or around Chesapeake Bay, it was issued 41 minutes ago. It's about an hour from now. We have another. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that's issued for Beaufort, Charleston, Colchester, and Dorchester County, South Carolina. That is about an hour ago. That's about 15 minutes from now. I got a little confused. Yeah, I'm actually gonna reload the page. Got a little confused there. Yeah, so active severe weather warnings are up to 32 now. 32 active severe weather warnings for Colorado, Delaware, Kansas, Maryland, North Carolina, Nebraska, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Virginia, and Wyoming. So yeah, we have severe thunderstorm warning that was issued about 6 minutes ago. That'll expire 43 minutes from now for Ellis, Rush, and Trego counties in Kansas. We also have a special marine warning that was issued 6 minutes ago. That'll expire about an hour from now. It looks like right off the coast of like Wilmington, Jacksonville, Morehead City. Yeah, right along the Carolinas, kind of like going out into the Atlantic Ocean, right off the coast. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 8 minutes ago. Expire 14 minutes from now for Beaufort, Craven, Hyde, Martin, Pamlico, Pitt, Terrell, and Washington counties in North Carolina. And then we have another severe thunderstorm warning issued 13 minutes ago. Expire about an hour from now for Greeley, Logan, Wallace, and Wichita counties in Kansas. Again, severe thunderstorm warning is about 13 minutes ago. Got to expire about an hour from now. We have another severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 15 minutes ago. It'll expire 27 minutes from now. For Keith, Lincoln, and Perkins counties in Nebraska. And then we have another severe thunderstorm warning that was issued about 17 minutes ago. It'll expire 14 minutes from now for Dawes County in Nebraska. Assuming I pronounced that correctly. I'm sorry if I didn't. And then there's severe thunderstorm warning that was 17 minutes ago. Expired 27 minutes from now for Sheridan County in Nebraska. So yeah, those are mainly the warnings I want to talk about right now. So yeah. Yeah, we still have tornado watch in effect, 9:34 Eastern Daylight Time right now. But yeah, that tornado watch is going to be in effect for about like another hour and a half or so. I'm going to check on the radar here for my area. I know the stream's been going for over 3.5 hours now, almost 4 hours. But I know there's been like 1 or 2 people watching the stream from what the view counter has been telling me, and I thank all of you for watching and enjoying the stream. I do appreciate it. So yeah, thank you for all watching, and I do appreciate it. So waiting for the radar to load. It does take a little while to load because that's the thing with Wear.com, because I use the Wear.com radar. It takes, or just Wear.com in general, it takes a while to load, especially for all the ads. So it's kind of annoying. But I'm going to put the radar in the chat here. Just waiting for it to load. Hopefully. again, it takes a little while, so just to kind of wait for it, cover all the ads and stuff. It takes a little while to load. Yeah. So yes, again, like I've been saying, a tornado watch till 11 o'clock tonight, so that'll expire in about an hour and a half from now. It's 9:36 Eastern Daylight Time right now. So most of the heavy rain is to the east of us. We still are in some green spots. We still are in some green spots. So we still are in some rain, but like the really heavy rain and the heavy lightning and stuff, it's kind of calmed down. We still are getting some rain. We still will probably get some rain for probably like the next hour or two, I would say, for my area. But I know the really heavy rain has mainly moved off to the east of us. But mainly we're just kind of getting just rainstorms now at this point. So yeah, for probably about the next hour or so, we're still going to be getting some rain. And then by like 10:30, 11 o'clock, now I'd say probably more about 11 o'clock, we should be done with the rain. From what this is telling me. Yeah, quarter to 11, like, 10:40, 10:45, 11 o'clock, we should be done with the rain from what the radar is telling me. And then taking a look at the hourly here. Yeah, so taking a look at the hourly, it says at 10 o'clock, scattered thunderstorm, 47% precipitation, and then by 11 o'clock, cloudy, 19%. And then throughout the night, it just says cloudy, 19% precipitation, 14% precipitation, 17%. 24%, now I'm starting to get into like 5, 6 o'clock here. So we're not really getting much rain the rest of the night from what it's saying here. I mean, I know there might be a chance of some more showers, like I think maybe more like central or southern New Jersey. I think we originally were going to get a little bit more showers here, like around 2, 3 o'clock, but I think it's mainly just probably going to just be cloudy from what this is saying. So, yeah. So we're going to be getting some more rain for like probably the next hour or so. Next hour and a half. By 10:45, 11 o'clock, we should be done from what the radar and the hourly is telling me. And that tornado watch is going to expire in about an hour and 20 minutes from now. It's 9:38 right now, Eastern Daylight Time. So, yeah, this stream's been going on for almost 4 hours now. So, I hope that all of you, I'm going to end off the stream. So, I hope that all of you enjoyed this stream. Stay safe out there, as always. And I'll see all of you next time. Bye, everyone.